All right, so here we want to solve this equation. It's 4 times, in parentheses, x plus 1 minus, and in parentheses, we have 3x plus 5 equals 1. Right, so when we take a look here, we see that there's an x in this parentheses, and there's an x in the second parentheses. Right, remember, the first thing we want to do is we want to distribute out everything, right? We want to make sure that these parentheses are gone. What does that mean? Right, that means that we have to distribute each term in front. So if you look at the first parentheses, there's a 4 out here, right? So we want to distribute the 4 to each term here, right? So what do we end up with? We get 4x plus 4. Similarly with this, the second parentheses, we want to distribute the number that's out front. Well, there is no number, but remember, we can always assume that it's a 1, right? But the key thing here is it's a negative sign, right? So we essentially want to distribute negative 1 times each of these guys, right? So then this will become negative 3x, and this here we become minus 5 equals 1. Okay, so now we have this equation with no parentheses. Now when we look at the left side of the equal sign, now we want to just combine any like terms. Okay, what are the like terms that we see here? We have a 4x minus 3x. Now we know that 4x minus 3x is 1x. Right, what else do we have? We have a positive 4 minus 5. And what does that equal? Positive 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Okay, so what have we done here? Right, on the left side of the equal sign, we've simplified and combined like terms that we could, and we ended up with 1x minus 1. You notice on the right side, we still have this equals 1 here. Okay, so now we want to be able to move these terms around, right? We have to solve for x, so what does that mean? It means we have to somehow get rid of this minus 1. Right, here's where we use our properties of equality. Notice what happens if we add 1 to both sides of the equal sign here. Well, we know that negative 1 plus 1 cancels out. So we are left with, on the left side, just this 1x. What do we get on the right side, though? We know that 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Right? So we've successfully solved this equation, right? We've used the properties of equality, we've distributed, we've simplified each side, and we got the x by itself, so we know what this final answer is now. X equals 2.